Good afternoon, everyone. I am so thrilled to be joined by Natalie Peace, who is a mill manager with Weyerhaeuser Edson OSB. Natalie, how are you today?
Good. Thank you for having me.
So, Natalie, what do you enjoy most about being at this event and being able to, connect with folks from all over the sector?
For me, it's the networking, building the relationships, just hearing what people are going through, the struggles, what's working well in the industry, and hearing all the information from the guest speakers has been fantastic as well.
Yeah, we've had some great speakers so far.
Absolutely.
I was going to chat with you. So a couple years ago for AFPA, you were part of a Women in Forestry video series. Of course, you are a prominent female in our sector. You work in a leadership position as mill manager. I'm sure some things have changed over the last couple of years as far as, diversity and inclusion in the mill. What have you seen?
For me, it's more all the people we have at our mill have a voice. They're bringing their thoughts, their opinions. No one's really excluded anymore. And when we're going out, we're hiring, we're looking for diverse, inclusive candidates just to make our mills a better working environment. And we just want everyone who's coming there to feel included. And to me, that's a big change over probably the last 20 years in our forest industry. And it's just nice to go out onto the mill's floor. Doesn't matter who you are, where you're coming from. You can see an example of yourself in a leader, in a worker, in the trades, in a skilled, work set in our environment.
Yeah, I think that's so important. I mean, I'm a young female in this sector, so anytime I see, someone like you in a leadership position, it's so inspiring for me because, I have that moment where I'm like, wow, like I see myself or, I see someone that's like me that's in a leadership role. And I think that's so powerful for other females that are considering entering the forest sector.
Absolutely. It's great being a role model in the forest industry, but I also have a lot of strong female role models I look up to as well. And it is nice to look around a boardroom, a meeting room, on the floor, and really see yourself at every level in the forest industry right now.
Yeah, absolutely. What do you love most about what you do?
For me, it's the people. I've always enjoyed working with people, working for people, collaborating with people, seeing people grow, seeing them develop, seeing them reach their potential. To me, that's what I love about what I do and working in the forest industry.
And how long have you been in the sector?
I've been in the sector for 21 years now.
Wow, 21 years. My goodness. What was it like 21 years ago? What have you seen, over your career?
For me, the biggest thing when I first walked into a mill setting was I was the only female, especially in a leadership position. Yeah. I was treated with respect. It was a great work environment, but I was the only one. So I had to fight to have my voice heard. It's almost like you had to work twice as hard to prove that you belonged there. Now when I work or walk into a meeting room or a mill setting, there's lots of females. So it's just fantastic to see that growth. And to see as an industry that we've really encouraged everyone to come join us. Yeah.
And you were sharing earlier that your operations manager, sorry, what was her name again?
Jennifer Armstrong.
Jennifer Armstrong. Right. So, more female voices in the sector, more female voices in a leadership role and in the mill side, which I think is so fascinating. I think a lot of the times, and we had chatted a little bit about this earlier, when we think about or we see, females working in the forestry sector, we always think about the environment side, the forestry side. But in the mill, it sounds like there's lots going on your team.
Yeah, it's a very fast-paced environment. If you love engineering, if you love business, if you love making a difference, leading people, leading safety, running equipment, fixing equipment, troubleshooting, it's a great environment to come and work. It's a safe environment, and it's great.
What do you think are some of the key opportunities to get more women into our sector, more female engineers, more female technicians?
For me, it's just showing them that there is the opportunity for them to come and work with us. I think it's getting out to the schools, getting out to the universities, and really showing them that we have opportunity for them. Yeah. It's not just heavy lifting anymore. Anyone can come in and work in the industry. And if we're a visible presence out there showing them what we have to offer, then I think we'll have more people coming our way.
Yeah, I absolutely agree with that. What do you think is so powerful about having, diverse representation in our mill and diverse voices?
It's a difference of opinions, ideas, and you get a better collaboration. Everyone thinks differently, different thought processes. So if you can get a group of unique individuals together, you're going to come out with a better idea, a better solution, and we're going to continue to drive our industry forward.
Yeah, we're challenging each other to grow, right? It's not just one perspective, but multiple perspectives coming together to solve solutions, to come up with, innovations and all that great stuff.
Absolutely.
So Natalie, we mentioned, this is our first event in a couple years and how exciting it's been able to connect with everyone. Was there anything in particular that you were looking forward to? Any kind of key learnings at this event?
I think for me, the biggest observation I saw was just how collaborative and unified our industry is, between all the companies working together, the one voice through AFPA, and then our different levels of government coming together to really help us voice who we are, how we can be successful, and what we have to offer. So to me, I think that was the most powerful observation I had during the event.
Yeah, that's awesome. And maybe before we wrap, Natalie, if there's any kind of one takeaway for, young women that are considering a career in forestry, considering a career working in the mill, what advice would you give to them?
I think I'd just say go for it.
Yeah.
It's a great lifestyle. It's a great career. It's very rewarding. And it doesn't matter what your interests are, what you're great at. There's a home for you in forestry. So you just don't have to think about logging or planting trees, or do I have to have a forestry degree? You can have business, you can have industrial hygiene, you can have safety, engineering, you name it. We have a home for you in forestry. So just come check us out and see what we have to offer.
Yeah, I love that. Okay, well, thank you so much, Natalie. This has been fantastic.
I appreciate your time. Thank you.
Thanks.